but it's not the only example. Like I said, there's examples all over the place. I mean, like we got legacy
like
music.
Google Chrome is a ripoff of
music
Firefox.
that's 40 fucking years old, and people are still claiming they own it 40 years later. We got theme songs from TV shows that were part of American culture, and some assholes say, I own that. It's just a pile of shit.
Nobody owns
Make
Happy
your
Birthday.
money, the end. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pile of shit, this fucking goddamn legacy copyright crap. You give people a reasonable amount of time to make their fucking money. They either make it or they don't.
I say they should probably make money until they die. And then once they die, the royalty checks should stop.
Yeah, well, fuck that. No, that's still too long. Like I say, Bill Gates could live another 30 years. Fuck that.
Well, when it comes to technology, I was just speaking about art.
Well, art's the same way. I don't see any point. Like I said, if somebody's made their fucking money, fuck them. That's it. You made your money. You don't fucking leech off it forever.
Well, you should get credit, though.
Well, whatever. I mean, the guy who invented the people who've done the greatest inventions in the history of mankind weren't getting fucking royalty checks their whole fucking life. It's just bullshit. You get your fucking fair compensation, the end. What is the fuck wrong with that sentence? Fair compensation. What's the fuck fair to you, you dumbass?
Well, I'm speaking as a musician that doesn't, like, because of the
Oh, yeah, well, as a musician, if I pay you $10 million for a song, do you think you got fairly compensated? Is that a fucking enough? How much do you need, you dumb cunt? You get lucky once and you think you're entitled to something forever?
I don't think Old Hack disagrees with you. He's just a starving artist, and so he needs money. Like,
Yeah, well, whatever. We're not talking about him needing money, so that's where it gets so stupid. If I'm arguing about inheritance, I'm not talking about, well, my father gave me his special pocket knife. I'm not talking about him handing you over a fucking pocket knife. I'm talking about him handing you over $10 billion. I mean, you can't take anything in proportion.
Yeah, the ambiguity comes when we try to define where fair is, where fair compensation is.
Yeah, I don't think there's any fucking problem. Like I said, the extremes are so fucking easy to see. There's no fucking ambiguity. There's just asshole nitpicking jackasses who can't fucking goddamn get with the program. That arguing about this bullshit, where you draw the line. Fuck you. It doesn't matter where you draw the line. You know, you goddamn, it's obvious where the line goes. I mean, whether it's within 10 feet here or 10 feet there, who the fuck cares? You know the basic idea. I mean, whether we allow people to have $500,000 or $1 million of inheritance, who the fuck cares? It's plenty of fucking money. The end. I mean, it's not that fucking complicated.
No, I agree with you.
Where do you stand on rioting?
Well, what? That's like saying, where do you stand on vigilantism? I mean, well, what can you fucking say? What do you mean by rioting? You mean tipping people's cars over and shit? I think it's goddamn fucking stupid. Well, I think France is a fucked up economy too, so France is fucked. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, they don't riot, they protest all over the place. They say, I'm not going to work, and they sit in the middle of the street and block traffic and get more money. I mean,
yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well, whatever. I think civil disobedience is just fine, but I think I wouldn't allow a country, I wouldn't allow extortion. It's just fucking extortion. That's all they are, extortionists. Do what we say or we're going to fuck you up. That's bullshit. Make a fair argument, earn your fucking privilege or whatever it is, and leave it at that. But yeah, I'm not for, we're going to block all the traffic in New York City and stop the whole commerce and everything else unless you give us what we want. I mean, fuck you. It's fucking extortion.
Well, that's how they got the worker strikes. That's how we got.
Yeah, that's how they got way too many fucking benefits. That's how they got way too many fucking benefits. Exactly. It's exactly why government sucks. It's because the fucking unions goddamn fuck the government. Their automatic pay increases and their tenures and all that other bullshit.
No, that came from Truman. That was an incentive to get people to
Oh,
work.
it bullshit. It didn't come from Truman. It came from a bunch of goddamn motherfucking extortion. Look, the only unions that have powers are the ones that extort. And extortion sucks.
The writers' union's pretty good.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, pretty good at getting, like, again, screwing over the consumer, right? Because they just make everything more expensive because they feel they're somehow entitled to what they can honestly earn. So they're, whatever. I mean, I'm not for people getting more than what's fair. And there should be a good definition of what's fair. I mean, we should have it written in the fucking Constitution. But I don't think fucking writers are the most oppressed poor slobs on earth.
Well, in
Yeah, they
LA,
write.
they're the ones.
They
do
write.
like the most work, and they get the least amount of money from.
Do they do the most work? Do they? Do they?
Yeah,
do they? Are
what
they the
TV
creative?
show would
Oh,
exist
they're the
without
actors.
writers?
Well, yeah. I'm not saying they don't do something. I'm just saying that they're like anybody else. You can't own what you sell. Sometimes you have to work for something. So yeah, there's a huge production company, a huge production company with a bunch of actors and a bunch of other talent that make the writing worth something. But the writing isn't worth anything. You got no, the Wizard of Oz is nothing without, somebody who puts it all fucking together and spends $200 million to make the fucking movie. I'm just saying, writers get their cut. They just want more of a cut, period. And that's all it's about.
I'm saying
it wasn't
they're not
that
really
they were.
getting their cut.
Well, whatever. You're saying they're not. They're like anything else. They got to sell stuff in the open free market. So I'm not. Like I said, I don't think they were the most oppressed humans on earth. Bullshit. The most oppressed workers on earth are fucking screenwriters? No, I don't think so.
No, but they just weren't getting their cut.
Well, whatever. Again, you're saying their cut. Their cut decided by what standard?
By however much money that avenue is producing.
Yeah, I know. Again, but that you can just where do you draw these extortion lines? Like I said, so they can make it uneconomical for businesses to do business. So if they have a sitcom that's running, they'll make it so the show will have to get canceled, or there won't be any new episodes, and everybody will lose millions and millions of dollars, or they can give them more money. I mean, it's just I'm sorry, extortion is extortion. That's all the fuck it is extortion. It's not their real value. It's their fake value through extortion.
Well, I see it
Because the
extortion
system
going
is
the other way.
dependent
They're
on them.
extorting the writers. They're extorting their talent.
Well, the point is the writers all have to compete with each other, all right? And if a guy is a good writer and he's got a good story, well, then they're going to have to pay him to get it. And they're going to want to get it if it's worth it. So I'm just saying that it sort of just breaks the negotiations when you use extortion.
Well, what's a better method than unions?
Well, I just said what a better method is. You guarantee certain minimums in the Constitution, but artistic talent is always going to have to be in a weird category because there's no way you can place a value on it until somebody puts it on the road. I mean, if you're a writer and you want to make $1 million zillion, well, then you figure out how to get a contract with a company that will make your movie and give you the authority and the power you need. But until then, you have to deal with the reality. And you're not entitled to something because you can all group together and extort the money? Fuck that shit.
Yeah. In France, all of their art is government ran, and it's all equal. It's all like, if you want to make a movie, you just go file for a grant.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm not watching too many fucking French films, so I guess they're not, it's not making it by my standards.
Yeah, that's for real, Max.